Hello, everyone, and welcome to New Era Creative Space's second annual virtual event.
My name is Ariana.
And my name is also Ariana, and we are your hosts for tonight.
Thank you for joining us, and we are live on Facebook and YouTube tonight.
NECS is not a stranger to being and doing virtual events.
Last year, despite the pandemic, we were able to produce our very first fundraiser.
Tonight will be filled with dance, spoken word, guest appearances, singers, musicians, and so much more.
We hope you enjoy the night, and don't forget to donate. Text NECS 2021 to 44-321 or online at necsspace.org/donate-2.
And now I have the pleasure of introducing the Executive Director and Founder of New Era Creative Space, Brisbane Foxhall.
Well, we're on. Good evening, everyone, or should I say good day, because I know that people are tuning in from all over the world. And we're very excited to be here today. And I just wanted to spend a few minutes just talking a little bit about what we've been up to. In 2020, we really got together as a team and got clear on our vision and our mission. And we had some really amazing people who came together to help us get to the next phase of our evolution. So we are truly transcending boundaries in so many ways. And you'll learn a little bit about some of that tonight. But New Era Creative Spaces is really committed to empowering young people to live to their highest potential through innovative and creative programming. And today you get to meet some of our, you really get to meet our community today, community of parents, of friends, of our creative team, of our students, and some of our supporters are here today with us to share with you our story and how we are now in the community empowering young kids in their spaces. So we let go of our space, and we are now in the school district, in different community spaces offering programming. And so I will not speak anymore, and I will, up next, we're going to have a little presentation of what we've been up to in the past few months, this past year.
Now we'd like to introduce the NECS parents that will be joining us for a short discussion today. We have Melissa Quinn, Mel Cummings, and Dawn Norris. Thank you so much for joining us. I guess I will start with my first question. What has been your experience with NECS from a parent's perspective?
I guess I could take that one. It has been a wonderful experience. I have two daughters that's part of the Children's Theater of Peekskill, one who joined the second year and the other who's been here for about 7 years. And one of the things that I appreciate about this program is the confidence that it brings to my girls. You know, the other kids that they've met that they otherwise probably would not have. And the community that this program have provided for my children. They are really enjoying all of it, meeting all the new kids and building relationships that I'm sure will last for a very long time.
Yeah, I could add to that by saying simply this is that, you know, both my kids, my son and daughter, participated in a number of programs through NECS, and what NECS kind of provided to my kids and my family has been more of a village, right? A portfolio, a suite of experiences from the MBK program, where they, showed my son, what good black men, you know, how they behave, how they overcome adversity. To the nature connection where my daughter, participated in, where she was able to express herself in different ways and explore other experiences, to the creative, to the CTC, where she's become a theater kid and really basks and drinks up that entire experience. So again, for me, simply, it's been a village.
Miss Norris?
Yeah, I mean, both of my daughters have come through NECS. They started several years ago in the theater program, and they were helping backstage. They were in performances, and I really feel that it did build a really strong community. Um, I had my older daughter go through part of the leadership program. She also was a volunteer. They developed just strong, not just leadership skills, but bonding with friends, and they learned a lot about empathy and just character building. And I can't say enough about how much I think that is really has been a big part of their evolution and their journey.
So, if you were all to say one thing to a parent that is deciding whether or not to put their children into NECS programs, what is the one thing that you would tell them?
Do it. Yeah.
Why
And
not?
nothing to
Yeah.
lose. Yeah. I mean, it's find an area of interest and just explore it.
Yeah, it's these two words. Why not? Right. What NECS provides is a rich set of experiences. You know, there's there could be one or a number of different things that they could explore. So yeah, definitely, I would definitely encourage them, implore them to definitely come and explore it.
There's something for every kid. And that's what I like about this. You may not have to do all the programs, but you will find something of interest.
Well, I want to thank you guys so much. Parents do so much for NECS. Not only do you support us and you allow us to go to NECS every day, but you just entrust them with so much. And I thank you for not only answering the questions, but really just putting us in NECS. So for everybody watching at home, this is live. This is a reminder to donate, and every donation counts. You can look at the screen, donate, text NECS 2021, or online. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to New Era Creative Space's second annual virtual fundraiser. We are the City Singers. We will be first performing In My Life, featuring soloist Hannah. Our second piece will be Oye Como Va. We hope you enjoy. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better, some have gone. make a donation. Everything counts.
Thank you so much, Ariana. We have two Arianas there.
Yes.
So we just kind of wanted to talk about our experiences with NECS. So Ariana, when did you first get involved with NECS?
I first got involved with NECS about 5 years ago. When I was in 5th grade. I heard it from one of my close friends. She was like, there's this theater group that meets on Saturdays. I think you'd really like it. Before that time, I'd never done drawing before.
Oh, really?
So I was super scared. And I walked in and there was just a group of students that were like ready to like get into theater. And they would say, oh, I've been doing NECS for 9 seasons, 7 seasons, 5 seasons. And I was like, this is my first season.
And that's a little intimidating
It was super
too.
intimidating. I was like, I've never acted before. I don't know.
I'm sure you were great.
And I took to it like a fish in water. And that was only because of the NECS leaders that were helping us. And then through that, I ended up doing it in my middle school career. And then I branched out. I did girls empowerment with some of my mentors are going to be in a discussion later on today.
Oh,
so
exciting.
stay for that. I also am now a mentor for middle school girls through NECS. So it's just been a rewarding process throughout this.
I love that. I love that.
And
Yeah.
other Ariana, our other amazing host. What is your first memory with NECS?
My first memory with NECS was back in 2007.
I was 1 year old.
That makes me feel so old. Well, like older. Older. But yeah, it was 2007. I was around 7 years old and I played the Lorax. And it was my first time kind of getting into theater. And I played the Lorax. We were doing the Lorax play. And I remember it was like, I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees have no tongue. And I'm telling you, sir, at the top of my lungs. I'll never forget that. So good. But it was an amazing performance. It was an amazing experience. And we do have another alumni that I was in there in that production with, Sumi, who was in that with me. So that was really exciting. And now I've taken a huge full circle and I'm working as a program coordinator, working on all the programs here at NECS. So it's been a wonderful experience. And I'm so happy that I'm here today to enjoy this experience with everybody here. Yeah. So next, I'd like to introduce to you our
Superintendent.
Dr. Mauricio, superintendent of the Peekskill City School District. Here he is.
Good day, this is Dr. Mauricio, the very proud superintendent of the Peekskill City School District, and I wanted to take a few moments just to speak to you about the New Era Creative Spaces program. When I arrived in Peekskill 3 years ago, one of the individuals I spoke with is Rizwan and her team, and I had an opportunity actually to go visit her space downtown Peekskill, and I was so impressed with the type of programming they were offering to students, the creativity that was being developed in our youth, and then also the social justice aspect to their programming. That it wasn't just about theater, which is very important, but it was also about a bigger theme, a bigger reality that our kids are faced with, a bigger reality where our kids can actually have opportunity to make change within their local community. And I was so impressed by her leadership, her desire to work with youth from all throughout the county, and in particular, her desire to work with our children here in Peekskill. One of the things that I also noticed is this empowerment approach that she had with both young men and young women in our school district, and the students that she works with in her program. And that's so important because our kids want to be empowered. They do not want to be told what to do. They want to be part of the solutions in our society, in our local communities, and nationally as well. And so to see that be part of the programming, that's such a wonderful thing for me to see as a superintendent and as a community member as well. New Era Creative Spaces truly provides that support for our students as well. The program is in almost all of our schools, and we are planning, actually, she's one of the premier partners that we contacted to be part of our after-school program at Woodside, Oakside, and Hillcrest as well as we launch that program this year. And that's a great after-school opportunity for our students and a great opportunity for New Era Creative Spaces to be part of the programming that our students receive. And so we're so excited to see what's going to come. We also have seen her work with our students during a summer program, and it had an environmental justice approach to it, where they used our school administration building and also the park right behind the district administration building. And so it was great to see our students engaging with nature, understanding and appreciating nature, and then also being part of the protection of the natural resources we have here within our community and abroad as well. And so that was a great program that I saw her bring to the table and on her own with her team, and provide a great resource for our children. One of the things that I've been very impressed with and have made donations myself is that the programs have a financial aid aspect to them. And so she provides financial aid to students who may not otherwise be able to afford these programs and would miss out on this great opportunity. And so that is a very important aspect of the work that they do and the mission that they have at the core of who they are. And that's an exciting opportunity for all of us to think about how might we who have greater resources be able to support their mission and goals and vision of the organization. So very important as well. She has served over 300 students and growing, and with our support we're going to continue to be able to do that. I had an opportunity to bring my family. This is pre-COVID, the first year that I was here as superintendent, and we attended a Saturday Academy which we were hosting for all of our families and children. And in the auditorium there was a special program happening at Saturday Academy, and it actually was New Era Creative Space had a play that they had put on together. I think it was written primarily for students, and it had a social justice aspect to it, and technology and the impact of that on our youth, and how youth can take their own initiative to be responsible, but also to understand the realities that happen when we interact with technology, which can be a challenge for young students. And so I was so impressed on the foresight that they had, the topic that they had chosen, and more importantly, how they creatively weave that into a play for students, and you could hear a pin drop in the audience. They laughed when it was funny. They were serious when the content became serious, and there was just this wonderful interplay between the audience and the actors, all of whom were students, and most of whom were students from our Peekskill City School District. So thank you so much to NECS for all that you do for our community and the community within the Westchester County. We truly appreciate you as a partner and look forward to all the work that you're going to continue to do. And I, for one, am a big sponsor and supporter of your work. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing what you're going to do this year as well.
Thank you, Dr. Mauricio, for your continuous support of NECS. We are halfway to our 20K goal. Yay! So please keep donating. It's being matched, so every dollar counts. Now I'd like to introduce our staff, Ocean Morissette, Annette, and Karen Faulkner.
Hey, good evening.
Oh, hi! How you guys doing tonight?
Good. How are you, Ariana? I'm glad to be here.
Good.
Hey, Karen.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey.
So can you just give us quick introductions of what you teach at NECS, your names, everything, the whole spiel.
Okay, hi. So I'm Karen. I am the founder and president of Inner Being Yoga. It's a small company here in Seattle, and we have been offering yoga to the community since 2018. And our main mission has been to make yoga and wellness available, affordable, and accessible to our community. And our goal has been just networking with the community and working with partners such as New York Creative Space and continuing to create opportunities for our community.
Beautiful. Thank you.
And Annette's also a yoga instructor. She also teaches with Inner Being.
Hi, Annette.
Hey, Annette.
Hi, Ocean. Hi, Ariana.
It looks like Justine is just tuning in. Hi, Justine. We're just doing quick introductions.
Thrilled to be here.
So, Justine, do you want to just give us a quick rundown of what you do here at NECS?
Absolutely. I help lead the Empowered Girls Group for the high school girls, and we do monthly work on healthy relationship education, consent, how to be empowered and be a leader from the inside out.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Ocean?
Hey, yeah, so I teach photography at NECS. I'm happy to be partnered with the organization, the nonprofit organization, 100 Cameras, as well as NECS. I've worked with NECS for the last, I guess, 6, 7, 8 years, as long as I've been in Peekskill. And the class that I'm running now is an 8-week class that really teaches the basics of camera functions. We're using the Sony CyberShot. And it's also really, besides camera functions and composition and things like that, it's really a way of getting the young people to tell their stories through photographs. I know firsthand the impact that photography has had on my life. And so learning photography certainly teaches young people to be more empowered. They teach them confidence, self-expression. I mean, each kid deserves an opportunity to have an outlet to transfer all those feelings of angst, anxiety, things that we may all feel even as adults. Photography is a great outlet for transferring those feelings and using the power of the medium as a mode of communication. So it's really a great class. We're in week 3 of 8 weeks, and I'm looking forward to continuing to work with the young people and seeing what stories they have to tell and how their perspectives change through photography.
Yes. Thank you so much for that. I love that. So what continues to motivate you, and anybody can answer this question, what continues to motivate you to work at NECS?
So working with kids is the most important thing. Working with sharing wellness, sharing mindfulness, teaching them how to de-stress, how to become more in tune with themselves, how to pause and to reset.
Right.
And working with New York Creative Space for the last 4 years, offering yoga and wellness at their annual summer camp has been such an amazing opportunity. And watching the kids grow and transform and transition in front of us has been such an amazing thing to be present for. So we're so grateful for this continued partnership. And I just want to speak really quickly on Ocean. My son, thanks to Nex, my son is having the time of his life taking this photography course.
Oh, I love that.
A huge thank you to the entire organization for creating these opportunities for our children, because I am seeing it firsthand in my home what this is offering and doing for him on a personal level. And it's just mind-blowing. It's awesome. Thank you so much.
Wow, I mean that's like the greatest compliment ever. Thank you, Karen.
It's awesome.
And that's the goal. I mean, really, why I continue to work with New Era Creative Space is not really only so much about what I'm giving or what I'm offering or what I'm teaching, but also what I'm getting back. I'm a vessel. I'm an open vessel to receive as well. Each young person that walks through those doors and has a desire to do something else besides be on the streets, besides just roaming around, besides being in their own thoughts, in their own head, is a blessing. It's really a great opportunity. And I'm so thrilled that New Era Creative Space, you guys are doing great work. I'm so glad you guys are here. And
we appreciate you so much. All three of you. I mean, the work that you're doing is incredible. Thank you so much. So another question for you. What has been the most memorable moment at NECS?
So for me personally, it was one of our students, and the parent was on earlier, and I think we'll be able to figure out who she is. But I have watched this young lady transform and transition and become into herself in the last 4 years, and being present for that in a safe, supportive space and showing and offering these kids, a place to just show up and to be.
Right.
Amazing. So just watching the transformation of students over the years have been, I think, one of my most memorable experiences with New York Creative Space. Yeah.
Love that. Justine, can you talk a little bit about your the transition that you've seen with your girls empowerment group?
Absolutely. So I think a lot of times when we think about empowerment, we think about youth, we invest in kind of their material capacity to contribute to the workforce, to earn for themselves and their families, which is incredibly important. And we know there's so much work that needs to be done on that. But the unique thing about New Era Creative Space is we also invest in the person. Like, let's say we're just thinking about their core ability to ask questions, to investigate their purpose on the planet, to think about how they engage with others. So it's really thinking about kind of how do we build up the person to help them thrive, and also how can they be leaders in their community in their own way. So in our work, the 10 series of sessions, we see them develop the capacity to kind of lean on each other, their high school girls, and to really build up their own sense of identity, their own purpose, beyond just kind of their ability to achieve, their ability to, excel in school, which is really important. Those things are really critical.
Right.
They also question, the media and social media and body image and messages they might receive about their sexuality. Sorry, I have a young woman, my daughter joined in my office. So I've seen the girls kind of redefine what they think empowerment means and ask more for what they deserve for themselves, and also ask more for what they might be able to offer their community. So they're really powerful. I learn from them every single session, and just so grateful to be part of this fantastic organization. It's truly a blessing in my life.
Oh, thank you so much for that. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with parents who want to place their children in our programs?
Do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Why
Yeah.
From a teacher's perspective, how do you see that evolving for them, for the student?
So from a teacher's perspective, we've watched these students come into themselves, like Justine say. They determine their roles and their goals.
Right.
Programs that we're creating help these students become more into themselves. So parents, do it now. That gets to these diverse opportunities. Financial aid available, there is support available, there are opportunities for our students, for our brown students that were not ever available before. So take advantage of it. Be part of something bigger than just existing. Start living and be part of something that makes a difference.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate that.
And I would say, if you have the ability to enroll your young people, Maybe they might be, I want to just spend time on my computer or hanging out with friends, or they're hesitant. Just sign them up, make them go. They're going to fall in love with it. That's something I would say too, is it's really common for young people, especially in the pandemic, to have some resistance to trying something new. They're going to fall in love with it, and it's really going to pay off. It's worth the investment and the sacrifice. We know it takes a lot for parents to get kids to show up these days. So it'll be worth it.
And at NECS, there's never, if there's any financial barrier, like we have it handled. That shouldn't be an obstacle for you when you're signing up or registering your child. So yeah, anything else?
And that's really great that you guys do offer that financial aid. So there's really, the opportunities are endless. There's a wide range of classes being offered. And I would say to every parent, take this opportunity. It's a real opportunity that exists right here in the Peekskill community.
Right.
It's available. And, now you've met some of us, you can reach out to some of us and ask us, further questions offline, or,
yes.
And try to get encouraged to get your students in there, your children in there. So it's a real opportunity. So thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys coming on today. Justine, Karen, Annette, Ocean, thank you so much for your time and your dedication to our students. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thanks to all the donors.
Thank you.
Yes.
Aunque mi amo me matias al mina no voy, porque no quiero morirme en un socavón, porque no quiero morirme en un socavón. El blanco vive en su casa de madera y con balcón. El negro en rancho de paja con un solo comparedor. Cuando de la minga vengo encuentro a mis hijitos. Tienen hambre, tienen frío y no el hombre. Y aunque mi amo me matías al mina no voy porque no quiero morirme en un socavón, porque no quiero morirme en un socavón. Negra he sido, negra soy, negra vengo y negra voy, negra ayer, mañana, hoy aunque me llamo me Matías Salmina no voy, porque no quiero morirme en un socavón, porque no quiero morirme en un socavón. Aunque mi amo Matías Salmina no voy, porque no quiero morirme en un socavón, porque no quiero morirme en un socavón.
That dance performance was choreographed by Miss Bellrare, the dancers Maya and Caitlin, the singer myself. And now I have the pleasure of introducing Miss Jody, Jay, and Maya, all members of the Spoken Word Pod. Hi, guys. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
So Miss Jody, for those of you who don't know, created and wrote Melanin Magic, a show that originated at Peekskill High School and celebrates the African diaspora, what it was and what it currently is. So Miss Jody, my first question is to you. What made you bring some of that magic to NECS?
Well, first of all, it was just beautiful to watch that again. That was just outstanding. And well, I brought Melanin Magic to NECS at the request of Rizvan. She had heard about some of the work that I had been doing at Peekskill High School for the past 3 years. And it was just a great partnership that we came to build with one another. And of course, you guys, the brilliant NECS artists, we did our thing and we did it in a pandemic. So I'm just super proud of you.
Thank you. And considering that it was a pandemic, guys, Jay and Maya, how did it feel writing that piece when the country was just so divided? Like, how was the writing process?
It was definitely an experience, and honestly, like looking back on it, it kind of felt like a diary, because it just kind of, I was really able to pour out everything that I was feeling in these situations, and then like it tell everybody about it. So it was really great.
Honestly, it felt really empowering because it was like, wow, even though this is like in like the grand scheme of things, it's a little tiny mark. I'm making my mark on this giant movement. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I couldn't have felt more proud to be a part of it.
And during that writing process, like this is to Miss Jody, Maya, Jay, I want you all to answer. What was your favorite memory while you were writing this?
I'll go first.
Oh, don't talk over.
No, I was just gonna say like us just talking and everything, not even like going through like the whole like process of writing, just us talking and connecting and everything was just really great, because I got to like, obviously I've known like Ariana and Jay for like years, but like meeting Miss Jody and everything, I really do like feel like I really connected with everybody on a different level.
Miss Jody?
Yes, I was gonna say the same thing. It became we became such a little tight-knit family. It became our therapy. It became our opportunity to, you know, instead of going on social media, we had each other. And it was just a beautiful outlet and just a safe space that we created. And I really got to see, you know, through the Gen Z eyes, you know what I mean, how you guys were experiencing this time in history, because we were sitting in the middle of history, right? And we were creating at the same time. So it was super dope. Super dope.
And Jay, I see you.
Honestly, as much as I loved hanging out with you guys, I think my favorite memory was when we were getting closer to like the actual show dates and we were making hand movements, because we're all like, wow, it's really awkward to just stand here and do absolutely nothing. And it was just all of us like in agreement, like literally there was like no communication about it. We all were just like in sync, just like, yep, we're doing this and then we're doing that and we're doing that. And then literally the next day we went and we performed it for the first time, like in front of an entirely new group of people that wasn't just us like practicing it. And that was some of the coolest energy I've ever felt coming off all of us. And honestly, just one of the coolest moments.
I think for me, I guess I can speak a little bit. I think for me, Miss Jody, it was the first, I think it was our second session together, all four of us with a boy named Carson. He's not, unfortunately, isn't able to be with us, but it was all five of us. And you asked us what was our goal with Black Mockingbird. This was before we even had a title. And I remember just us like going back and forth. Like Jay was like, let's think about To Kill a Mockingbird. Atticus, Maya was like, let's bring it back to real life. And then it just started coming together. And just to see all of our different experiences and our different cultures and backgrounds coming together and just making such a beautiful piece of work, to me, that was the most memorable thing, because that happened every single day. And like you guys said, we just became such a family. And I don't think this would have happened without NECS. Do you guys agree?
Absolutely.
100%. 100%.
Literally. And I guess my question, like my final question to you guys is, for anybody trying to write, especially because I think NECS empowers students, for anybody trying to write, what would you tell them? What advice would you give them before they start picking up the pen?
I would say, like, really watch others, because for me personally, I like watching others do something before I copy it. It's like for the first half, I know like Ariana, like you did a lot of the writing, and then when we got to like the last part, I really was like, okay, you know, I see this structure, I see how she's trying to put her words, but let me put it in my words now and really put how I'm exactly feeling, but still make it as powerful as like the first piece and everything.
Jay, what about you?
Honestly, well, I remember when we were making it, we weren't even, I remember at some points we weren't even talking about the poem or the spoken word in general. We were just writing things. We were just putting things down on paper, and we're like, okay, how do we make this go with what we're doing? And then we did it. So honestly, just write words on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Miss Jody, as a teacher, like what advice could you give?
Well, you know what my process is? It's just write from a place of truth and let it all hang out. And you'd be surprised that your truth is so valuable and so authentic, and what you consider to be like, you know, something that, you know, I remember you guys would say something like, oh, I don't want you to look at this, or this is not good. That's where the magic is, because that's your vulnerability, and your authenticity is where you make melanin magic.
Okay, I heard that. I got that. But Maya, Jay, Miss Jody, thank you guys so much, not only for joining us, but just for the passion and the love that you guys poured into Melanin Magic. I couldn't have imagined it without you guys.
Of course.
Same to you too, Ari. We couldn't have made Melanin Magic without you being there.
No, literally.
You were like half of the first part of the show.
I
know.
1 week before, like when we met, there was like nothing on the page. The next week, it was just like the whole first piece. I was like,
not even the next week. It was like literally, it was the next lunch period I had with Ariana. Just words.
Yeah, I was like, wait, who did this?
You guys inspired me.
Right?
But
and then we had to cut stuff, right? There was so much stuff on the cutting room floor, right? So that was awesome too. We have more than enough content.
And that's what we're going to present now, this content. I would like to present the Peekskill Film Festival nominated. We did that along with Carson. The spoken word piece created by the people you see on the screen. And it's entitled Black Mockingbird. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Atticus said, mockingbirds don't do one thing except make music for us to enjoy. They don't eat up corn cribs. They don't do one thing but sing their hearts out for us. That's why it's a sin to kill a mockingbird.
Yeah, you sin, bro. But the silence of your lack of patience washed you clean. Pray around America being great when it's gilded in this age of hashtagging, when all I've asked is for you to sing with me. Make me matter.
All lives matter.
Who's all? Which lives? What matters? I greet you with all these questions, yet you salute your protest to my protest and let my letters burn in its house. Your Pennsylvania Avenue to my cage. Your hashtags to my life. You mocking my bird, killing me softly with your song. Songs of freedom, but for whom?
All.
Who's all?
With liberty and justice for all.
Who's all? Answer me. See me. See me.
My house is burning and the embers igniting, yet all you can say is your house matters too. What matters? Who decides? For it can't be my mockingbird calling in the night.
For it can't be my brother's fist as he fights. But he fails because this land is not for all.
Answer me! See me.
Free me.
See me.
Free me.
This land is made for you and me.
Was this land made for me? Or just by me? By me, I mean my ancestors who picked your cotton for free. I was just jogging when you shot me. Hunted and stalked like some wildebeest. Father-son duo, so-called keeping the peace. I guess I fit the description of what you called a thief. Big, black, beautiful. Your greatest fear, to say the least.
This land was made for you and me? No. This land was made for whitewashed prophecies. Yeah, my name Elijah. Ad McLean. And you can see. Tragedy. I was a self-taught violinist playing for cats on the street. Full of black boy joy, yet you shot me at 23. Innocent until proven guilty? Boy, that's a reach. Ski mask on, I proclaim guilty until shot, it seems. Say my name, say it with your chest, say it's Ahmaud Arbery. Just jogging, 25 and black, stole my life like a robbery. Pop went the gun like pop went the smoke of my last breath. Pop went the sun like pops can't be called that no more since my death. Pop with the drums guiding the slaves to the ship, so I pop you with the thought, yo, whose land is this? My mother's tears watered the grass near my grave better than rain can. Is keeping the peace more valuable than the life of a black man?
Black man! Pants down, hands down, man down. Anything you say will be used against you right now. Knee to his neck, George Floyd. He can't back out. Won't be attending his own trial, too busy taking his last bow. You put down the mantle, 'cause you're holier than thou.
Who made you the judge? Who put you above? When I pledge allegiance, who are you dreaming of? Not Brianna, because she's dead and now so beloved, tailored her life to being a nurse. Still, that wasn't enough. This American dream has a funny way of showing love. Can't sleep for dreaming. That's only for crucibles, huh?
So keep the political commentary to yourself, or as someone once said, shut up and dribble.
Playing to you is a form of activism for me. Dribbling is not the only thing that makes LeBron an athlete. LeBron James, you told him to shut up for your own sanity. Keep your opinions. Keep your, oh say, can you see? Because out here we ain't making plays. We're out here raising royalty.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night.
Brianna's sun may have set, but her legacy will rise.
Take these broken wings and learn to fly.
Ahmaud may have stopped running, but his wings are a battle cry.
All your life, this land was made for you and me.
Thank you so much to the Melanin Magic Spoken Word Pod. They worked extremely hard on that, and it was powerful, so powerful, especially when you see it in person. So now I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker of the night, Laylee Miller-Mira.
Hi, how are you all? It's been amazing to experience the fundraiser so far. I've been so moved by all the kids that I've met virtually through the screen and through the fundraiser. It's incredible what you all are doing and who you all are and the power that you're releasing into the world. I'm so excited to be with you all this evening. I am really honored to be able to support New Era Creative Space. They're an incredible organization doing critical work, and I feel honored to know their founder and executive director as a friend, Rizwan Foxhall, and through her, the incredible people that she works with. New Era Creative Spaces is effective, incredibly effective at developing the social, emotional, and spiritual well-being of young people, including those who would not normally have access to similar programming because of lack of opportunities. New Era Creative Space offers programming that's arts-based and experiential, as you've seen already, including vocal, theater, dance, and leadership, which stimulates curiosity, fosters joy, love of learning, and creative exploration to nurture the next generation of visionary leaders. They have a particularly exciting collaboration with A Call to Men to develop a healthy sense of manhood. Not only do they provide programs, but their unique virtues-based approach helps develop character and enhances the nobility of the kids they work with. Tonight, you've met some of those leaders, and it's clear that the future is bright in their hands, but they can't do their work without you. Please support their programs tonight, now, like right now. Please maybe click your tab, move away from me, click the donation link, log on, bid in their silent auction, or just donate. Your donation tonight is particularly valuable because it's being matched dollar for dollar. So thank you in advance for what you give, even if it's $5 or $50 or $500. By your donation, you're not only supporting the development of young people, you're also engaging in an act of justice. One of the huge forms of injustice in our country is that kids with parents who have money and connections and are able to access programs and relationships that develop their children in ways that position them for confidence, resume building, reference letters that go into their sought-after college applications, and connections that position them for the future, internships, their business partners, loans, and jobs. It's a pipeline of privilege for kids whose parents have access. Some of those same kids in that pipeline of privilege are also a part of NESC's programs, but for those kids who were not born into the lottery of life and who are not in that pipeline of privilege, New Era Creative Space also helps them and bridges that gap of injustice. By supporting them, you are supporting justice, you're supporting access, and you're enabling a more fair playing field for all. Particularly in the last few years, and I know all of you are in the same position, I've been deeply pondering, even as a human rights lawyer, as someone who engages in issues of justice every day, I have worried about our future. I'm worried about where we're going, and I'm often afraid. But when I think of the youth that New Era Creative Space is nurturing and the kinds of morals and virtues-based leadership skills that they're cultivating, I'm reassured and I have hope. And I know that our future is bright in their hands. The kids that New Era Creative Space works with are inspiring agents of change, as you've already seen in our programming tonight, and I'm honored to support their efforts. So thank you for being here tonight. Please donate generously and support these incredible young people and the amazing work of New Era Creative Space.
Hey everyone, I'm Justin Baldoni, and I could not be more happy to be a supporter of New Era Creative Space. Both
Yeah, Jake Merck. Look. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Holy light could do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love could do that. Love. First of all, I'm glad that you're here and that you could gain some peace by sitting in your chair. I asked you for a second if you could lend me your ear so I could spread some joy through the music that you hear. Now forget about the year, forget the election, forget the pandemic and everything you've been stressing. Put down your phone, don't worry about texting. Take a minute for yourself because you've been self-neglecting. Do me a favor, listen to this melody. Close your eyes, take a breath, picture your best memories. You got it, hold it, don't say it out loud. This Kodak moment, ride it on the cloud. Wow, you could hear the sound of your mind at ease for the peace you allowed. Yeah, let's keep up this energy and explore more using the same entity. Now keep your eyes closed, take a look around and tell me once more the difference you feeling now. Nothing, that's a message for the people. Close your eyes and look around and see that we all equal. No color, no race, no gender, no making fun of who people love, cause we all in this together. One spirit, one love, one country. Unify the great divide and we do it humbly. And don't worry about money, worry about yourself, cause people you love is already enough wealth. So value your riches and live your life honest. Hold every moment cause tomorrow's not promised, but I'ma help you out so you don't have to stress. I'm no Kevin Hart, but say it with your chest. I love myself, I know that I'm blessed, and if God bless me, then I'm gonna help the next. Person who hurting even though they not perfect. I won't judge by the surface, but by the heart that is working. In the process, find a purpose to be the best version of myself and provide service to a world that's hurting. Learn yourself, study who you are and how you are different from all these other stars. They may look the same, but we are who we are. Your light shines different when you staring from afar. And appreciate the world we tend to take for granted. Focus on the love God put in this planet. Only 7 days, I'm amazed at what you done, and I'm grateful to be in the presence of your son. And truthfully, I'm just grateful to live and share all the wonders that I got to give. You gave me a gift and I swear I'm gonna use it. Provide inspiration through dedication to music. Unite people with my lyrics. Bring joy to those who hear it. Bring hope to those who near it. Bring love to those who fear it. So while I'm here, I'm gonna make it worth it. I encourage those to truly find their purpose. Take life and the best of it. I'm living proof and I'm a living testament. God created me and I'm so proud. See, I'm high in the clouds and I'm never looking down. Yeah, I'm never looking down. And while I'm here, you gon' see me around. I promise you, I ain't never letting up. God gave me a gift and I ain't never giving up.
That's nice. There you go. Shit. What happened?
Well, hello everyone. I hope you're having a great time. I apologize about that. Apparently, I was up next, but I was busy interacting with our people on YouTube and Facebook. So I'm back. And I just want to say that one of the things that we did in 2020 was work on really think about infrastructure. We spent a lot of time thinking about who we are and our branding. We really taught about our branding, and we were very fortunate to have quite remarkable an organization that works on branding, and I must say they were quite remarkable, work on our branding. And today we just want to, so as part of transcending the boundaries, we are kind of changing our look also. So all right, so if we can reveal our new brand. And so quite remarkable, as I said, is who helped us create this beautiful new simple brand that we are moving towards that really speaks to who we are. And okay, moving along. And we can keep going. So we've really simplified it, and we thought about a space, New Era Creative Space, as a place where things can happen, where we can, and it doesn't have to be limited to a physical space. We can be in we can be anywhere we want to be. So keep going. And I'm going to ask you to move to the next one. Yes. So, thinking about the square, which represents equality and a place where people can belong. So there's that open gap, a place where people can belong and they can enter, they can contribute and add and learn and work together. So we thought a lot about inclusivity and diversity, simplicity and innovation, symmetry. So those are some of the things that as a team, we came together many times and we were thinking about who we are and what we represent. And move along. And so we thought about what colors also would really, what colors would represent us and shape in terms of shaping the future through these vibrant shades. So these are some of the colors we thought about in terms of nature, joy, warmth, contrast, which kind of speaks to who we are. And next slide. And so this logo really allows us to move in and out of the space. So depending on what event or what we are doing, we can, it holds the space where we can put in photographs, things can come into this space through this logo. And let's keep going. And here are some ways in which we can we thought about movement and, the kind of organic movement and flow. And so a lot of this logo has to do with, and the colors that we chose, really joyful, showing children interacting in this space, showing youth interacting in this space, and with these very natural, organic shapes and colors. And the beauty about it, our logo now, we can change the colors as needed. And moving along. And so here is what our stationery, if we ever use it, will look like. And the beauty is that we can change colors when we feel like it. And it's really playful, fun, organic, lots of movement happening with this new brand. And finally, and so we are in the process of recreating our website, and we hope to reveal that pretty soon. And we are New Era Creative Space, inspiring stronger communities through creative programs. And as the button says there, donate today, donate now. And yeah, that is our new brand. And thanks again to Quite Remarkable, which is a company, a One Planet organization. And we're very happy with what they came up with for us. Thank you, Ariana.
Hi, Rizwan. Thank you so much for
Ariana
that.
had to tell
We're
me
so
you're on.
excited
What
about
are you
we're so
doing?
excited about our reveal. It's been quite a while, but we're finally there and we're moving forward and transcending boundaries.
Yes.
Very exciting. Yeah. So thank you, Rizwan. And now I would like to introduce our esteemed NECS alumni. So let's bring you guys in. So we have Sumi Cruz, Madeline Carroll, and Owen. Hi, everybody. Oh, and Zia. Hi, guys. How you doing today?
Hi.
Hi.
Doing good.
It's so good to see you all. Some of you I've worked with in the past. I know Owen, we did the Lorax a long time ago.
That's what it was. I was trying to think of what it was. Yeah, the
Yes.
Lorax.
No, I remember.
Right.
I think you were the money. Were you the money man or was that Jared?
I don't remember at this point. I was one of the.
I
one of the
remember
people.
Zia and Sumi were in it.
I was one of the fish. I think, yeah, I think it was a fish. Yeah.
I think I was also a fish with no lines. I refused to speak.
So good. I wish I had the little picture frame that they gave us. I have it somewhere in the house, but I should have brought it on. That's okay. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. So as someone who was a part of NECS, what are some of your most memorable moments? And anybody can answer. Let's see.
I think.
Go ahead. Go.
Oh, sorry. I think mainly like the moments before we would have our first, like in the theater program, mainly before the first show would go up, we would always like get in a circle and we just kind of motivate ourselves and get ourselves hyped up for the show. And it was always so much fun because like the nerves that you had in the beginning eventually just kind of like faded away once you started getting into the drive of things. Like that was one of my favorite moments. And I even try to hype myself up a little bit every once in a while. So
Oh, those are the best. The circles. Oh my gosh. Love it.
Yeah, that's what I
about
remember most. You know, like I was even saying, I don't even remember who I played in the play necessarily, but I remember all the times that we had, you know, backstage building communities and like playing all those games with each other and going to the after parties. Like that was always the best. You know, it was always like we had our own little community there. You know, we all had our own thing at school or wherever we were from, and then we always got to come together and have our own thing there, and it was always something really special.
like a family.
Yeah.
That's what NECS
Most
instills,
definitely.
right? What about Zia?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think that like some of my favorite memories were definitely like being backstage during the performances and kind of just like playing with each other. And I think that like some of the most valuable bonds like in my life were through the Children's Theater Company. And like I don't know, I think that like being in that community and being with those people who are also not necessarily, and we all loved theater, but we were all there for like, I don't know, to just kind of grow as people. And I think that being in that space really changed me. And like someone who was really shy growing up, I think it really brought me out of my comfort zone and brought me out of my shell.
Right. Apart from CTC, you've also been a part of various clubs and programs. Can you mention those?
Yeah, so I've been a part of NECS's programs as long as I can remember. I think my first show that I did with the Children's Theater Company was when I was
Her mother
4.
is the executive director. If you didn't
I
catch
know.
on.
I'm kind of a big deal. What can I say? But I started doing the girls empowerment group when I was in middle school, and then I transitioned to mentoring with that during high school. I've also done a lot of the camps that NECS has offered, and which I also transitioned to mentoring with. Like this past summer, I did the Nature Connection Camp. I helped run that. And I think like one of the most amazing things about all of these programs is that like, along with the kids having fun, the central interest is that like, we're all in it to grow. And also like, I've found that being both a mentor and a student, like it's mutually beneficial for both the student and the mentor. Like I feel that I grow so much through kind of teaching and the platform that NECS provides for me to kind of learn and grow and kind of understand how to interact with these with the kids. Like the training that they do is so like robust. I think that it's just such a wonderful experience all around.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Madeline, what has been your most memorable moment here at NECS?
Well, being part of the girls club, it gave me the chance to like do a lot of community work that I probably wouldn't have been able to get the chance to do otherwise. I mean, I went to girls club on a whim with with my sister and one of her friends, and then I became really good friends with Zia, and so hell yeah, and that's what I can drink. And Rizwan gave me the chance to to teach an art class, which was really cool, and mentoring the girls later on in my high school career was like eye-opening for many reasons. So it was
Yeah,
very nice.
I love that. Yeah, so now that you all are pursuing your own careers, some of you are still or entering college. Do you feel like NECS has impacted you in any way in relation to your time here? And anyone can answer.
I can go first, I guess. I think most definitely, kind of just thinking about my own like transitions and kind of the ways that I've grown over my upbringing. I think NECS is responsible for a lot of that, and it's kind of allowed me to kind of figure out what I'm passionate about. And I think that I've learned that I really like working with children. I don't know, and I'm still kind of like figuring out exactly what I want to do in that capacity, but I kind of know that like I want my impact to be hands-on in like a community in the same way that I have been able to work with NECS.
Right.
And I think that like NECS has just informed me in those specific ways.
Right. Thank you. Sumi, Owen, any thoughts?
You want me to go?
You go first. No, you go first.
I mean, yeah, like doing children's theater, it gave me confidence. Like it gave me a voice. It gave me public speaking skills, like things that I use to this day. You know, the base of all my skills comes from doing this sort of thing. So yeah, I kind of owe like just who I am as a person. So that's
Thank you so much for that. Sumi?
Yeah, piggybacking a little bit on what Owen said about like confidence in speaking up, especially in like the field that I'm in. You don't have a lot of people that are willing to step up and kind of use their voice. And I think I myself was very shy as a child. So being able to finally, build up the confidence to say what I need to say, what's on my mind, as well as also just making a nice transition in finding my own community, because that was also something I struggled with for a while. And so being able to have all those three things helped me a lot, especially in college. And even now that I'm like working and stuff like that. And a lot of the skills I still use to this day. I mean, if I'm pitching a story to people, I got to stand up straight, I got to be loud, and I have to get into character and, portray the story well. But, a lot of what everyone said was basically like same with me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Any other thoughts? Okay. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming back and taking the time out of your day to be with us. Thank you for your endless support of NECS. It's so great to see you all after so many years, some of you. And yeah, thank you for being an integral part of the work that we do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
So next, I'd like to introduce Christine Brandt.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Brandt, the co-founder of She's the First, an international girls' rights organization, as well as author of Impact, a step-by-step plan to create the world you want to live in. I've had the amazing fortune of being able to work with girls' programs all over the world. And these programs are so needed because we know that girls face additional barriers and challenges based on their gender, only compounded by how the world sees their other intersecting identities, like the color of their skin or their sexual orientation. New Era Creative Space is different because they're not just investing in girls' leadership potential for tomorrow. They're investing in who the girls are and who they want to become today. For me, I grew up attending leadership programs as well, and those leadership programs often taught me things like how to shake someone's hand, how to build a resume, how to make eye contact. They taught me how to look like a leader. But New Era Creative Space focuses on supporting the girls to become who they want to be. It's not about looking like a leader. It's about becoming a leader. It's about how you want to be in the world and nurturing that. I had the fortune of meeting some of the girls from New Era during the pandemic. And what struck me was their curiosity, their thoughtfulness, their commitment to creating a space that was theirs. And that's something that I think sets New Era apart as well. They're not interested in empowering girls, in giving them power. They're interested in nurturing the power that girls already have, in allowing them to make decisions about how they want their space to look and how they want it to be. These girls are exactly the type of leaders we need, not just for our future, but today too. And New Era Creative Space really recognizes that. So today I'm asking you to donate, not just in honor of the leaders that these girls are going to become, but in honor of the leaders that they are right now. They're already investing their time, their energy, their future to build this world that we all want to live in. Let's do our part to invest in them too. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Christine. So drum roll, please. We have raised $15,436. So we're not just at our goal of 20K yet, but let's make sure we get there. So moving forward, NECS collaborates with local organizations. There we go. There's our video. You can play the video and then we can lower it down just a little bit. Perfect. So hopefully y'all can hear me. NECS collaborates with local organizations often, and we plan to collaborate with Just the Place. Their organization you can see is on the screen, and they develop an appreciation for personal and academic development via a variety of activities. They're committed to their community by satisfying its need for positive self-expression through the development of a strong and unquestionable sense of dignity to all participants in its program. Here you can see one of their performances entitled Harriet Tubman, which touches on the cultural and historical significance Harriet Tubman had on us then and now. We look forward to our participation, our partnership moving forward. Here's Just the Place.
Where the healing waters flow, there will be mountains to climb and valleys dark as the night, and roads you have never known. Follow the answers to the questions in your soul. Down by the water where the river gates control.
Wanted. 10 escaped slaves believed to be headed to the river to meet that woman Harriet Tubman. They call her Moses.
Thank you so much to Just the Place. Next, I would like to introduce Justin Baldoni, who is an amazing director. He's directed 5 Feet Apart. He's also an actor. He's been in things like Jane the Virgin. If you know that, it's a comedy, telenovela, really good English. And he is just a phenomenal person all around. So, Justin Baldoni.
Hey everyone, I'm Justin Baldoni, and I could not be more happy to be a supporter of New Era Creative Space, both spiritually and emotionally, and also through our work at the Wayfarer Foundation. New Era Creative Space is filling a gap that is so crucial to not just communities, it's not just individual development of the youth, but to the world. And we don't think about that enough. Just this idea of thinking globally and acting locally. How do we change the world? How do we impact the world? We do it through interactions, through partnerships, through friendships, through education, through creative play, through practicing spiritual principles and values with our youth, with our young people. Our youth are the future. They are the seeds that are going to grow into the trees that are going to bring shade and oxygen and life to our planet. And what New Era Creative Space has been doing is nothing short of beautiful and inspirational, and is so worthy of your support and your donations. So please support New Era Creative Space, and to any of you watching who are from the organization, thank you for your work. Thank you for putting in the time and the energy. Thank you for seeing our youth as human beings that have value, and helping to fill gaps where so many policies and political agendas leave them behind. Sending you all tons of love.
Thank you so much to Justin Baldoni. We are coming to a close tonight. I can't believe time goes by so quickly. But thank you so much to Justin Baldoni, to our keynote speakers, our guest appearances, everyone for being a part, our alumni, staff, our parents. It's been an incredible night. Thank you so much. For being a part of this event with us.
Yes, just to show that NECS is so memorable to the lives of students. It means the world to us, and NECS has really changed our lives.
And I'm just coming on to say thank you, Ari Square.
Yes,
for such a beautiful evening and for being amazing hosts.
Thank you.
Yes, it has been my honor, my pleasure to watch these two amazing young women grow. I have pictures of them when they were little, and here they are. Yes, we have lots of photos, and here you are today, really representing New Era Creative Space. So I am so grateful for you. I am grateful for all the behind the scenes people that are Lauren, Jose, Leslie. We've been together for 15 years, Les. So Leslie behind the scene, also our board member, and I couldn't do all of this without her. So I'm just, giving her a shout out.
Me too.
And we do what we do because we have so many incredible people helping us, supporting us, and you, the audience, also the audience that I cannot see. Anyway, we are at $17,000. We are $3,000 short of our goal, and this is incredible. And we are keeping this fundraiser up and running for another week. The raffles will be up for another week. And the auctions, look down there. They're telling you you can donate at necspace.org and click the donate button, and it will give you the opportunity to donate. It's being matched up to 20,000. So let's make it there. Let's make it there. All right.
Thank you so much. We had a wonderful night.
Evening, and thank you. Wow, we hit it. 29 on the dot.